These hands, they cannot be idle. To my shop I slowly sidle. I take some steel and cut away, like a potter molds his clay. I cut and sand some more, sometimes for a day or two or four. When I'm happy with its appearance, to its perfection my strict adherence, then I move to handle wood. I pick a piece I think looks good. I pin an epoxy and leave it overnight. I anxiously wait for the first daylight. I sand and grind and polish and shine. I drink some coffee and pet my canine. Then my thoughts turn to the leather. Dye and thread, they come together. Then reluctantly comes the time to sell it, though it seems a crime. Each knife I make with love. It's not finished till I'm proud of. The look, the feel, the dyed cowhide, it fills me up with heartfelt pride. For me to make its younger brother, I have to sell it to another. I hope the hands it lands in next understand just how complex. To shape and hone into a knife, this work I will devote my life. The satisfaction deep inside, from nothing else that I've ever tried. I finally found my own forte, and I'll make knives till my last day. Have a good Sunday, y'all. Okay. We're fixing to go buff this out. This is Buckeye burl. And this is a satin finish blade. Fixing to pull the tape off and go into the buffing room. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Let me clean that lens. You probably got dust. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, this is a satin finish blade. I haven't put any wax on it yet, so it's still got my fingerprints on it. That is Buckeye burl with brass pins. And I'm going to offer it to somebody who might be interested in it. But if he's not, this is $165 with the sheath. I have the sheath already made. And I think I'll go ahead and put the edge on this since I'm out here. And then start cleaning up my other two deplorables. So let me get a coat of wax on this. No, I'm going to put the edge on it and then put a coat of wax on it. So, well, I guess the next thing I'll show is this with the sheath. So let me get them other two cleaned up, and those are right here. And it's going to be a couple hours of buffing on these before they're ready for their handles to be epoxied on. So I might get this done today, I might not, I don't know. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, finito. Here we go. Polished, got the edge on. Look at that edge. That machine of mine, I'm so glad I went and got that. I put this edge on in about 10 minutes. Look at that polished, shiny edge. You could do surgery with this. Please don't, but you could. Alrighty. So I'm gonna actually send a picture of this to the person that may have an interest in it. And if he's not interested, I'd probably know Monday or so. Then I will offer it for sale for $165. The sheath is already made. This is sharpened and ready to go. All right, on to the next one. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is go cut these into my handle thicknesses, because when I get the polish in these, you know, I get all that greasy polish all over my hands, and it's really hard to get it off the wood if I touch the wood with my greasy polishing hand. So I'm gonna go cut these, and we'll be right back. All right, there's my desert ironwood. And there's Chechen burl, Karelian, I forget. I think it's Corellian. And this is not from Oleg. This is from I forget his name. Andre? I think it's Andre. Also from Russia. Oleg is from Russia. And those two guys, my goodness, they get a hold of some really nice wood. And I got a couple little pieces left over here. I may use these for neck knives. Okay, drink my health drink here and get back to work. All right, I had to come home for a second. So since I was home, I grabbed the sheath. This is what it looks like in the sheath. And okay, back to the shop. I could not make knives without his help. That's a fact. I'm sorry, did I disturb you? All right, fixing to go buff the nose of these and polish the blade. And then I'm gonna come back and get these epoxied together and clamped, and then I'm gonna work on the next one. I've just gotta do one at a time, otherwise I'll get the handles mixed up, and there are some things that I can do multiple of, but when I get to the complicated parts, I have to slow down and do one at a time. All right, let me go get these buffed. I'll be right back. Okay, that's what the nose of that. That's going to be some beautiful, beautiful wood right there. And this is what that's looking like. Now I got to go wash my hands real good. First, I got to clean this up really good with alcohol. Get all the polishing compound and everything off of there. And then I got to wash my hands real good because you know, I got all that polish on my hands, even through the gloves. So you got to be very hygienic when you're mixing this epoxy up and clamping the wood to the metal. You got to give it every opportunity to adhere, and cleanliness is rule number one. All right, let me get all this cleaned up and get them clamped, and then I'm going to get started on the second one. Alrighty, that's a clamped monstrosity. But tomorrow morning, I will be turning that into a handle. And it is my favorite part of knife making is after its adhesive is dry, the epoxy, it's not adhesive, it's epoxy. And after the epoxy is dried and I get all the glue sanded off, and then I start shaping the handle by hand. And that is the most satisfying and pleasant part, and I don't know why, it just is. So next, we're gonna clean this one up. What, baby, you wanna get down? You need pee? I'll let you down. Clean that one up and buff it out. Actually, clean it up and then drill holes in the wood for the pins. And I'll get that one done today. And I just might get a start on the sheaths. I mean, if I don't do anything else but just cut them out, that's a heck of a good start. Or anyway, all right, we'll be back. Okay, number 2. I gotta clean this up, clean this up. Boy, that's gonna be nice. And then we'll be done in this room for the day, and we'll go to the leather shop. Sometimes being alone with my brain is a scary place to be. I just sitting here cleaning everything up, and as I was cleaning everything up, I was thinking, that sounds like a 50s rock band. The Acetones. I'm going to see the Acetones. Okay. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to go to the leather shop. I'm probably just going to cut the leather out. I probably won't do more than that. I'm fixing to wash my hands again and go work with the leather. Because same thing, if I go in there with stuff on my hands, it stains the leather, and the leather won't take the dye evenly. So here we go. Well, I didn't realize it was 4 o'clock, and the dogs are hungry, and I went to close my back door, and the cat is out there just meowing like crazy. So I gave her something more to eat. I gave her half a can, and maybe I'll have to up her food. You ready to go home and eat? Let's go home and eat. I was going to cut a sheath out, but I will do that tomorrow. Alrighty, have a good Sunday, y'all. Okay, one final thing. Yeah, I just had to go put my wife's bike away. I don't let her, you know, that's not the word I want to use, but I prefer to put her bike away because this is filled with acorns and pine straw and sticks and loose gravel, and you can sure lose your way out here real quick and have that bike come up from underneath you. So I get it out for her and I put it away for her. But what I wanted to tell you was this mattress that I bought for $7, it's been, what, a week now? And it is still holding air. Now, granted, there's nobody laying on it, but that's pretty firm. So I think I'm gonna leave it inflated and go put it in the room in my shop that I never use. It's a pretty clean room, and just leave it in there aired up. So now, have a good Sunday, y'all.